always had the idea that I wanted to start a non-profit to work with up-and-coming talent, and certainly those that were from a disadvantaged background. We really wanted to focus on women, because I think as a woman in business and a woman in advertising business, it's been a very male-dominated industry, and it's been particularly tricky for female photographers and certainly African female photographers to break into the commercial market. To get together a group of also like-minded people, we've got a great team, and I think the other directors who add a lot of value, Kassie Naidoo and Nandi, they've committed themselves to actually uplifting future talent for photographers and videographers in our industry, which is really great.
I've learned to properly read a brief and give client what they want and putting a little bit of myself in it. Just come into this thinking you don't know anything.
I thought I knew how it worked. I didn't. The commercial industry is really different from shooting in the hood and asking your friends to assist you. You need to continuously learn and do stuff, and it's practical. It's not like just like talking to people. You need to do stuff, ask people to assist, and just do it.
We were looking for those who really had a quite individual styles. They brought their own to their pictures. That for us was quite important. They wanted to be commercial photographers, meaning that at the end of the day, that is what we were aiming to create.
Having all these mentors willing to help us out and hold our hand throughout this process of just trying to figure things out has been really amazing for me.
Based on my experience with the Luminaries, very exciting. And more than they work, it's also their work ethic. They're hungry, and it shows. I see them, whether they're behind the lens or assisting on set or just being on set, there's nothing too menial for them to work on, but there was a unique look to each and every Luminaries work. I really am excited to see what the future holds for them.
I've got a lot of fashion industry background experience, and with what's happening in the world, I just felt that there was no campaigns that were targeted to normal women or larger women, like real women. So it was a proactive brief, obviously for a fictitious company, and then I briefed the girls. I said, listen, we need to just celebrate the girls, celebrate the women, and it was a really open brief, and they delivered such amazing stuff. Each girl delivered something completely different, but it celebrated the woman of who she is.
My favorite one was the first project we did with Ross, and that's when I did my surrealistic project where I put Dom in the mind dump, and then I did put weird stuff around him and made it look really apocalyptic. I think there's so much you can do in post-production that can add layers and meaning to a visual or a narrative. Both Travys and Ross's project allowed me to do that.
The product Still Life and the one mentored by Ross Garrett, which was very personal to me because the project was about my late dad. I really enjoyed that and how I executed it.
With Lesley, I was painting with one light, and that was amazing, and it was experimental. And then with Travys, compositing is I don't know, it's like painting, but painting on a digital.
The only reason why I am where I am is because I had mentors myself. I think the most important thing is having photographers in commercial spaces and actually meeting clients, working with photographers, working with the stylists. Having a bit of a skills in terms of Photoshop and compositing, especially if you're going to be doing advertising, which is a lot of the time is compositing, and actually compositing those in front of agencies' eyes is it's a very important skill to have.
Where we are at the moment, I think now is the time for females to step up and do their thing. We've got so much to show and share. I mean, I worked for many photographers for a very long time, and they all gave me all their skills, so why not give back? If you work with the sun and you see what the sun is doing and then you decide how to add things to that, then you're on your way.
Just as we were picking up momentum and getting into the curriculum, we went into total lockdown. In the modern world, we had not experienced something like this before. We looked at it as a challenge. We embraced technology. We did the mentoring online.
First year of the fellowship was a learning curve, not just for the women participating, but also us as founders. And I see it getting bigger. I look forward to it receiving more support from advertisers, from brands, from agencies and the like.
considering it all forwarded really well and made the shift mentally to embrace what was happening and make the most of this year.
Having a space to be given opportunities for me is like the biggest highlight of this whole project. So I don't think a lot of people get to be handed over such an opportunity. So for me, this was like the best.
The highlights have just working with like the most amazing people that I've only seen on like magazine. These are people that we a relationship with now, and you can like speak to them.
Don't show off, show up and do the work. The person that you came in as, you're not going to come out as the same person. You're going to learn a lot.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, especially like this kind of platform for women to, speak and be seen and be heard. I think that's so important.
Please keep on doing this thing, dude. It's a great opportunity. I've met really amazing people. These people are like my sisters now. Jodie's amazing. We call her Mama J, and she's just been there for us.
I would love to be able to grow the fellowship so that we have commercial partners, that they realize the importance of supporting women talent in our industry. And I believe that those partnerships are there. There's no reason why this would not be supported. They are fantastically talented, they add value to brands, and I believe that's the way of the future.